Hi, it's Sandy Wyllie. Welcome to my mental health channel, where I wipe away the stigma of mental illness by talking about my own personal struggles, having borderline personality disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, and depression. I talk about narcissism and schizophrenia. I wrote a book, Life with My Schizophrenic Father. I talk about my unethical psychologist who I've had sexual relationships with over the years, and I've written many books about them too, plus a ton of poetry books. The links to all of my books are down below in the description. They're all available on Amazon. Also, if you want to support my channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee. It can be as low as $1 or whatever you see fit. I just want to make sure to say this in each and every video that I am not a licensed therapist. I don't even hold a degree in psychology, so I cannot diagnose you or give you a professional opinion. All I ask in turn of you is your kindness, please, and respect in the comments. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Hit that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. That way you'll be notified each and every time a new video of mine comes out. Stick around, take a chance, give it a thumbs up. It's 100% free, so what do you got to lose? Please share my videos. You don't have to ask. Share them with your friends, your family, on your social media platforms. And I want to hear from you, my subscribers. I want to know your thoughts, your opinions, and your struggles. And I will always answer each and every comment back. And especially today, I want us to talk about pet peeves. That's the topic of this video. What are your pet peeves? What annoys you the most about people? Now, no man is an island, and we live in a very large world. And even if you are a hermit and a loner like I am, I have to leave the house, to go to doctors, to go to the dentist, to buy groceries, to eat. You have to leave the house to work. If you work at home, you still have to leave the house. Sure, you can order food and you can get it delivered to your house. But if you want a haircut, if you have a doctor's appointment, at some point you're going to have to leave the house. Not too many people just, stay in 100% of the time. So you're going to run into people when you drive. If you drive, you're going to run into annoying drivers that cut you off. Standing in the grocery line, you're going to run into people. When I was in the dollar store, I love savers. I get all my clothes at the thrift stores because they're dirt cheap, and they're also vintage, and I love old clothes. I can't find these old clothes anywhere else for dirt cheap. And I go to the dollar store for all the stuff, because it's only $1. I was in line, and they had these long, long lines, and the woman behind me kept talking about Chinese food in a very, very negative way. She says, the Chinese food, I never eat Chinese food. My God, they put rats in Chinese food. Yes, they put rats. They cut up meats. Them cut up meats you eating that Ching food, there is rats. I tell you, there is rats. And I was starting to get a migraine headache. My cortisol level and adrenaline was going up. My blood pressure was rising. Because even though the woman wasn't talking to me, I was in a very, very long line in the dollar store. So there was a ton of people ahead of me, and this woman was directly behind me. So I'm waiting and waiting in the line. And stupid me, what could I have done? You know the answer. I could have put earphones, earplugs in and listened to music. This is what my son does. A lot of people do this. It relieves stress. This is a good plan of attack. When you go out, all right, and something like that, you're in a situation which you can't get out of. I mean, I could have tossed the items aside, but I really needed to get what I was going to get at that dollar store, okay? So I didn't want to toss the items aside. I wanted to purchase them and leave. But this woman was the way she was going on and on about rats in the Chinese food, it was making me sick to my stomach, and it was really downright annoying me. If I had, brought my MP3 player and I put my earphones on and listened to music, I wouldn't have heard anything about her rat-infested Chinese food. See? So a good way to relieve stress is to make sure you pack your MP3 player, your whatever you have for music, you know, so that you can block all the annoying people out. So that's one of my pet peeves. I have gazillions pet peeves, but so I'm going to talk about some, and I hope that you share yours. Now, I have physical pet peeves as well that turn me off when I look at someone. Okay, maybe you think I'm very vain. I'm going to be honest with you, all right? I have them for women, and I have them for men. And they're just my personal pet peeves. For men, I don't like hair coming out of a man's nose, all right? I never see it coming out of a woman's nose, so I just only see it in older men. Or out of their ears. Or hair on a man's back. I love a hairy chest. I run my fingers through a hairy chest, but I don't like hair in places I think hair shouldn't be. Like coming way out of a man's nose. Ugh, that's disgusting. Coming out of his ears. I mean, I could never kiss a man with hair hanging out of his nose. That's a pet peeve. For a woman, physical looks, okay? I am really repelled by underarm and leg hair on women. Now, I know in Europe, you know, Madonna and her daughter Lourdes, they all have the long, long hair. They don't bother shaving. And plenty of you women out there, I shave every single day. Yes, even in the winter. When I'm wearing long pants, right? No one's going to see my legs except my husband. It doesn't matter. You know why? I like nice, smooth, silky legs. I hate, even if I go, I haven't in years and years and years, but years ago I used to shave every other day in the winter, and then I'd get that day stubble, and it was like, ew, you know. I like when I touch my legs, they're nice and smooth. And I don't like looking at women who have underarm hair or hair on their legs. Now, that's just my pet peeve, all right? I'm not putting people down. You live your own life. You know, shave your head off. You can shave or, you know, grow a bush down to your ankles. If you know what I mean. That's your thing, okay? Also in the Netherlands, talking about bushes. Some people like it full grown. Some people like it completely bald. I'm a type of person that likes it groomed, which means I don't like bald and I don't like full out. I like groomed. So I like something there because I don't want to look like a, you know, a 12-year-old or 11-year-old down there who hasn't hit puberty yet. That's not attractive in my eyes. All right, there's another thing for physical things. Well, we're just on physical now. I don't like women that have chipped nails. If I have chips in my nails, I touch them up. Every day, I don't polish my nails every day. I only do it once a week. But of course my nails chip, you know. You do dishes or you get your hands wet. You do, well, I don't housework, but whatever I do, I don't know what I'm doing. My nails chip. I just touch, you know, cover the chips up with the nail polish, you know. And I hate roots, gray roots. Oh, I hate that. I hate seeing young women. What I mean by young woman is under 60 with gray roots. Like, you know, you're too young and you're too pretty to look old. Now, you can argue with me. These are my pet peeves. You can come on and I wish you would tell me your pet peeves. All right, that's for the looks. Now we're going to go on to sound. What pet peeves, what annoys you that people do? Not their looks, the noises they make. Of course, snoring is a big one. But my husband doesn't just snore. He makes breathing sounds loud. He breathes loud at night. He goes like, this is not snoring. Like, okay, it isn't. That's snoring. It's just that he breathes loud. And I nudge him and it's like, I can't, when I'm wide awake with insomnia, and I hear that heavy breathing, it's just like, you know, like when someone calls you and you hear like heavy breathing on the other end of the line, that annoys me. Another thing I don't like is men that whistle. You know? I don't like people whistling, and I don't like people singing. Why? I sing in karaoke, for crying out loud. You think I'd be more tolerant? I don't like it. You know? Like, if I know, okay, call me a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite, people. I'm a hypocrite. If I want to listen to Madonna or Billy Joel or whatever, I'm an 80s chick, okay? Haven't you noticed that? By the big hair. I want to listen to the performer sing it. Even if you have a great voice. It has nothing to do with your voice. I just don't want to listen to you. And I hate people who whistle, you know? Ugh, so annoying. It just grates on me. I hate people who slurp their noodles. I hate people that chew loud with their mouths open. These are pet peeves I have. I hate men that call me dear or sweetheart if you don't know me. Like total strangers. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, let me get the door for you, dear. It's like, you know, save those sweet cup, buttercup, sugar plum, or whatever names for your significant other, okay? Not me. Unless, you know, I've known you for a long time. I'm not your dear. I'm not your, you know, sweetheart. I'm not your whatever, you know. I don't like when men use those names. That's another pet peeve that I have, okay? So let's see. What other pet peeves do you have? There's like a million of them. How about when people talk over you and they have to one-up you, all right? So, for instance, let's just say that you were putting out a book. You were writing a book. And you're all excited about it. And you don't know me. Let's just say we're friendly at work. We're both working in the office. And you go, hey, Sandy, you know, I just got my first book published. You know, I self-published on Amazon. I'm so excited. You know, it's available now. And I look at you and go, oh, I got 36 books on Amazon. I've been writing for, you know, over 10 years. That's one-upping a person. I hate when people do that. So if someone were to tell me that they have their book published or something, I would just say, oh, that's great. Give me the link and I'll buy it. You know, why do I have to one-up? Or if I tell someone I have books published on Amazon and they go, oh, you're self-published? Oh, you're not really published. I'm published by Penguin House or Random House or whatever is out there. This is my agent. Do you want me to give you my agent's name? Or, you know, they have to one-up you. Whatever you do, oh, I have 20,000 subscribers. Isn't that awesome? Oh, yeah, I remember the day when I had that. I have 100,000 subscribers. I remember the day when I had just 20,000. The one-upper, the person always friggin' has to one-up you. That's a pet peeve. That's very, very annoying, okay? What about the person that like tunes you out? I've had friends like this that completely tune me out. Like they don't even, it's like they don't even hear what I'm saying. Isn't that annoying? You're talking to someone, and I don't know what they're doing. Like my mother, you know, she'd be dusting or sweeping or whatever the frig she done around the house. And you're trying to talk to her, and they would just keep doing what they're doing. And, yeah. And like they don't even hear what you're saying. They're not even paying attention. Don't you hate, isn't it one of your pet peeves? That when you're trying to have a serious conversation with someone, they're off, whatever. They might not even be doing anything. I was having a conversation with my best friend, and we eating lunch. My best friend Holly one time, and she wasn't doing anything. She was just sitting there across from me eating. And I told her something that I never told really anyone else. It was very, about a very low point in my life. And I thought we were close enough at that point to share it. And no reaction. I mean, it was really deep shit, okay? It was like telling your best friend you had a miscarriage. All right? And she just continue eating, no reaction. Like, I just said something, you know? It didn't that register? Like, totally dissociating, okay? Like, she didn't hear me at all. Like, you know, totally blanked out. Like, huh? So I knew then and there I could never, ever confide in her about anything. It was just a totally one-sided relationship. I could listen to her for hours and days on end. And whenever I try to talk about deep shit that was going on in my life, it's like, woohoo, tune me out. I don't like that. That's another pet peeve too. There's so many pet peeves that people do that are very annoying, but these pet peeves can also, you know, raise your blood pressure, your adrenaline, your cortisol level, and they're very bad for your mental health. That's the whole point of talking about this, because it's very bad for your mental health. Raising your blood pressure and cortisol levels are very dangerous for your heart. You know, heart disease is the #1 killer. It's even, it's like above cancer, I believe. Or if it isn't above cancer now, because I didn't look before I did this video, I just do these videos spontaneously. It's probably up there with cancer. Heart disease and cancer are the 2 killers in America. Maybe the world, I don't know, but in America I know they are. So getting stressed out about what people do, you know, those annoying things. I gave you one tip about when you're out and you can't avoid people, and to put on your music. And, you know, I should have, you know, taken my own advice that time I was in line with that woman. But there's other times too that I like to, you know, put on my MP3 player and block. I don't want to, you know, hear what people have to say sometimes, and people are downright rude, and they don't care who they're disturbing or what they're saying. So those are a few of my pet peeves. Please let me know about your pet peeves in the comments, because I want to know about you guys. Come on, tell me what you think, especially about the grooming the grooming habits that I mentioned before, you know. Let me know your opinions about that. I'm very curious. I should take a poll, you know, about those things. Just curious, you know, what really disturbs you about people? What's annoying? What are the annoying things people do, you know, that really irritate the living friggin' crap out of you? Let me know that. What are your pet peeves? So let's talk about this subject some more. And until next time, have a great day. Take care.